Hey there, you're watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here with more of The Sims 2. This is a September full of Sims. We're playing The Sims 4 and The Sims 2 all month, nothing but Sims, and we are here at Dr. Tanner's lovely little brownstone in the mainland, just around the corner from the bus stop. And also, he also lives across the street from the gym, which is a gorgeous building, which I have showcased earlier in this series. So if you missed that episode, check out the playlist link in the description box below. And that will take you to the episode where I talk about how I created the gym and give you a tour and show you how it works. It's a gorgeous building. In any case, Hazel and Fitz had a lovely evening in their new brownstone, or well, it's Fitz's brownstone, but Hazel just moved in. And they finished off with a night of raucous rompage with some grilled cheese for breakfast, because that's how you do it in the Tanner household. And it's time to get married. So we're going to set them up for doing so. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get them dressed and ready to go. In order to do that, I'm going to use a couple of things at my disposal. I'm going to head over here to miscellaneous, and I'm going to grab the clothing tool. This is by Pescado. You can grab this over at More Awesome Than You. And then I'm going to show you how to find out really quickly what a sim is wearing in all of their categories. Let's bring Fitzgerald over here so we can see him close up. I'll just turn him around just to make it easier. Turn around here, Fitz. And that's about good. Okay. So we'll get close on him. And then using the Gussy Up plugin, I'm going to check his clothes. Naked. So you can see that quickly scans him through all of his clothes. Let's do it one more time because it does happen kind of quickly, and I'll pause this time. The first one always is their nude state, basically. Nude. Clothes. Swimwear. That was his formal and his pajamas. Workout and underwear. And so he's going to need a new formal outfit because I want him to be wearing something specific for his wedding. The one he has on now, it's fine, but we want to get him a nice wedding outfit. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on buy more clothes because I want him to pay for these clothes. He's got a big loan, so let's spend it. As always, it takes a little bit of time for that this clothing selection to come up. So this is his everyday. I don't want that, so I'm going to close that. His formal should come up next. Oh, nope, swimwear. We're going to skip that too. I don't really need that. For each one, it's going to bring up the choice, and then it's going to let us choose that outfit. In other words, I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So here we go. This is his outfit for his wedding that I'm going to pick. It's this sort of... Nope, that's not the one. That's pretty nice though, but that's not the one I want. This one. I want this goofy one without the socks on it, just because it's just very Tanner. Let's add that to the cart. 600 simoleons. Jeez! Highway robbery! Tanner, you better wear that in good health. And that's what I meant. It's after you buy the outfit, it automatically pulls up the plan outfit so you can choose the outfit. And now that's now set to be his formal. For the rest of these that come up, I'm just going to skip them because he's fine. I am going to give him some new underwear though, because he's got some pretty boring underwear. Okay, so that's his underwear that he's wearing, and it's pretty boring. He's getting married. He needs some nice new clothes. I'm going to give him... Tanner seems to go for things that are more sort of... See if I can find some orange for him. That seems to be his color. That's not quite right. I also feel like he's the type of guy who would have a t-shirt on. That's just how I think he is. And then we're back here on the Maxis stuff. No, no, and no. So I think I'll go with this that I originally picked. $75 or 75 simoleons. We picked that, put it on him, and he's ready to go. Okay. This picks his outerwear, which I'm not going to bother with right now because he will not be wearing his outerwear for this particular thing. And then we'll also pull up, as always, his change appearance. He doesn't need to have anything changed, but Hazel will. So I'm going to cancel this out. And now let's head up and do Hazel. Hello, pretty Hazel. So one of the things we're going to change on Hazel is her hair. Let me bring the clothing tool upstairs. And we'll do the same thing for Hazel. We're going to buy things because that's what we spent all that money. We borrowed that money for. So we're going to buy more clothes. And we're going to skip out here. This is her everyday clothing, and that's fine. I always wish I could move this window. That would be nice. Her swimwear is fine. Pretty sure. Hazel's not really the... She might look good in one of these pattern things, though. Yeah, that's more Hazel's type. We'll go for that. Wow! 225 simoleons for some... Man! Now you guys know what to do if you have too many simoleons in your household. Just go buy clothes. It'll clean you out quick. Now we are here at her formal. This is the best because I love picking wedding dresses. I have downloaded a lot of wedding dresses over the years, and I know exactly what she's going for this one. So, I just have to scroll back here until we get to it. I have some really pretty ones. For a while, it was a choice between this one. Really nice. But in the end, I felt Hazel would really prefer this nice, one of my favorite dresses. Because Hazel's a corset kind of gal. 600 simoleons? Ouch! That hurts. But isn't that pretty? And I also want to pay particular attention to Hazel's pajamas and underwear. Because it's going to be, we want to do something really pretty for her wedding night. I have just the outfit I'm going for with her. It's a very, very sexy, sexy, sexy outfit. I'm looking for it. I have a ton of female underclothing. A lot of nightgowns. I love nightgowns on my Sims. So that is her nightgown for her wedding night. There's this one as well too, but I felt like she would like this look. So let's go for this. 112 simoleons. Ouchie. And then the last one, I think, or the next one should be coming up. This is gym wear, which we don't need. Hazel's gym wear is fine. And here we go. Let's see if I can find this. Here it is. This one. Look at that. Smoking. 75 simoleons. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you where it's from. That one you're going to have to do a where can I find, because goodness knows where I got that from. Her outerwear we're not going to worry about right now. But we are going to change some things. Hazel feels like her kind of granny glasses are perhaps dating her a little bit. She wants to look a little younger for her wedding. So we're going to take those off. But we're going to give her something really cute that I clicked on accidentally when I was testing for this episode, and it looks so cute that we're going to keep it. And that is, I'm going to give her, look at that. Look at those cute bangs. That's awesome. So, yeah, these are fantastic bangs. I believe these are from Garden of Shadows, but I could not tell you. I'm almost positive they are. But this is another one you have to do a where can I find for. Because they are in Pooklet's colors. Pooklet is a very well-known hair colorer in the simming community and has done a lot of different hairs, and she has a set of colors that a lot of people use. In any case, I think this makes her look a lot younger, but I'm also going to give her some new earrings, and I'm going to give her a necklace to go with her nice wedding gown that she's going to be wearing later. I'm going to scroll down here into the earrings. It's hard to see the earrings. It's such a small thing. I do wish that this could be made bigger, but oh well. So I'm looking for a kind of drop earring for her, like those. That's it. And there we go. Hazel is now ready to go. I'm not going to change her makeup. I'm not going to change her hair. She's as is, that pretty little thing. And it's going to take a minute there to save and change her. And there she goes. She's ready to go. Oh, she's so pretty. Hazel is the result of a sim challenge that I would do in live simming sessions, where we would kind of come up with some adjectives and make a sim based on those adjectives. Don't ask me what her adjectives were. I don't in the slightest bit remember. But now that we are all dressed for the wedding, the second stage is to go down here and invite people for the wedding. For this, we're going to use the groups feature. A feature that isn't, a lot of people don't get a lot of use out of, but I find them to be really helpful. Let me show you how they work. We're going to name this group Wedding. And then we're going to put, you can have up to 8 Sims in the group. So I'm going to pick Sims that I just happen to know that they are friends with. You want to make sure and put the bride in the group too. That's important. We're going to invite Lucy, Hazel's old roommate. We're going to invite Giles, who just loaned us money. Gotta do that, definitely. Let's also invite the Reverend. That's important because she will be doing the wedding ceremony, but she's doing a non-denominational ceremony. So anyway, that's why we're not having it at the church. The Reverend does rent out her services for different events. Let's invite, I wish you could, the only complaint I have about this is that I wish, like with other screens, that I could sort by their highest friends, you know, see who's in that list. But let's see, I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. It might already be sorted this way, but I don't know. It looks like this is alphabetical. Yeah, this is alphabetical. Okay, I happen to know they're not friends with Deva. I'm pretty sure they're friends with Wesley, because he was just on the phone with him earlier. And then I'm going to have him invite some people that are like sort of politically important to invite, like the sheriff. The last person, I think, well, no, I think we have all 8. Yep, we do. Let me take Wesley out and put in Aline Withers, who owns the orphanage and is a nearby neighbor to them. I think she might live right next door, actually. So that's important. You know, to keep up appearances. So here's our group, all ready to go. Now we just click accept, and you can make, I don't know how many groups you can make. I know you can make more than one. Now that we have our groups, we're going to go to groups here, and we're going to click on meet group on community lot. We're going to do an outing. An outing is just like a date. It's a timed event. Just for fun is not timed. Because this is a wedding and I want to get a nice score here, it's kind of like replacing the wedding party score. So we're going to do an outing and see if we can't get a nice high score for our outing. Here's the group. It'll show everybody in the group. Some of the ideas of things you can do with groups. You can have a poker night group or a bowling group, your bowling team, and those are the Sims that you go to the local bowling hall with. You could have your girls' night out group. You could have perhaps if Hazel had bridesmaids, you could have the bridesmaids group and have all just bridesmaids over. You could make groups for interests around your town. For example, you could have a gardening group. I know there's already a gardening club in the game, but you could make a separate group if you wanted to. And your group would just be groups that you could just go every weekend to the local garden and do things in the garden, for example. There's all different ways that you can use groups. So let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas or any unique ways that you have used the group feature in The Sims 2, or if you have any ideas for different groups. Poker night is my favorite group because then you get a group together and you go over to your buddy's house and you play poker and fleece them, basically. And hopefully have a good night and have a lot of winnings. So we now have the wedding group. He calls up everybody at once using some sort of magic, everyone's going to make it to the outing over here, as you can see in the pop-up. We're going to take the car, or in this case the truck, and we're going to say who needs a ride to Fitzgerald's outing, where we are going. In this case, we are going to the Commons. And automatically Hazel and Fitzgerald will get in the car and they will head to the Commons. So we will see you there. Oh, hey Idris, how you doing? Sorry you're not invited to the wedding. It's all right. Maybe you can crash it.
Stuff.
We are here at the Commons, one of my favorite lots. I absolutely love this lot. We're going to need to make a few changes real quickly before we, let me do my little twirly thing here so my camera doesn't all lag and whatnot when we're turning around. Woohoo! Wee! Okay, so we're going to need to make a couple of changes to the Commons before we get the wedding party started. This is not an owned lot. It's just a community lot, unowned. So it's the same every time we visit it. And I don't have an owner to go here and make changes. So we're going to make changes. I'm going to use my trusty inseminator here to enable buy and build. The inseminator is available at, I believe it's inseminator.net. And we're going to go over here to the decorative. And I am looking for, in the other category, here we go. This is a sign by SimLogical. The SimLogical formal sign. Very helpful. There's lots of different ways. There's different ways to change everybody into formal, but this is the one I like the best. This is by Inga at SimLogical, and I'm just going to click activate. And when we go into play mode here, it will automatically start changing everybody into formal wear. Saves a lot of time when you have a wedding thing. Now, the wedding is going to be held in the pavilion here. We're going to need to make some changes to the pavilion temporarily. Arch. The one on the left here is the marriage of convenience and polygamy. I believe it allows you, it's available at SimLogical. It allows you to marry a sim whether you're in love with them or not, I believe. And I believe it has some other features, but unfortunately, as you can see, I'm vague on those features, so go look it up on SimLogical. And I use that one, but this is the one I use when I want to have the reverend or the vicar or whoever you're using, your priest, perform the ceremony. This is Wedding with Priest. It's available from the PC Sims section of the Sims 2 Graveyard. Sims 2 Graveyard. And you'll see it's fantastic. I love it. And I use it for most of my weddings, unless for some reason I don't want a priest. Now, we're going to change this look here, just to create a wedding aisle look. Excuse me. Had to mute and cough. Okay. That sounds like some sort of German punk band, mute and cough. So I'm going to put some chairs. So we now have seating for 8 Sims, and since there are 8 people in our party, that should be just enough seating. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head over here and once again grab my clothing. That is a simmer who posted on Mod the Sims and has a lot of stuff over there, so head on over and grab all of her stuff. Beautiful. Isn't that nice? Okay, so we now have our plants up, something pretty, and then the last thing we need to do is we need to grab this modular buffet. I'm just going to put it right there. And then let's gather everybody up for the wedding. Now, what's going to happen when you have a community group is we're going to take Hazel and her affianced and put them over by the wedding arch. I currently have their, just for ease of use, I have the free will set to off. And let me show you how people are arriving. They're all, since we're all came in the same truck, this is really funny, watch this. They'll just appear in the seats, all of them. Like Lucy's doing right here. Change into their formal wear. Get out of the truck. And head on over to the newlyweds. There's the Reverend. As you can see, that's it. That's how they arrive. It's some sort of magic truck. They'll all walk over to the newlyweds here. And what I'm going to do, just to make sure that they're all gathered the way I want them to be, is I'm going to click on Fitz, who's the one who started the group. So he's the one who has this menu. And I'm going to click on Gather Casual Group. just to make sure people show up and come up where I want them to. Because I'm a simmer control freak and I want them to be right where I want them to be. So as they gather the casual group, and since I don't want Sims to go wandering all over the place and everything like they're apt to do, once I do that, I'm going to gather casual group one more time just so they don't automatically start wandering off, because I don't want them to. Okay, now that everybody's right close, I'm going to quick get them married. I'm going to click on Get Married by Priest, and then it allows you to pick a Sim. We're going to pick Reverend Honoria, and it picks a Sim who's already on the lot. Everybody's already dressed in their formal, so they should automatically sit down. Reverend Honoria will come over, and the newlyweds will get married. Like so. Everybody goes to find their seats. And I have two Sims who are bugging out right here. Get out of the way. Go sit down. Don't make me slap you. I'll do it. Reverend Honoria will come over and she will stand in front of the newlyweds. And Hazel is, whereas her dress is extremely pretty, it's not the dress I want her to be wearing. That's why I whipped out the clothing tool, is that they'll automatically wear just the default for the wedding clothes, and I don't want them to wear those. I want them to wear the clothes we got them. So I go over here and I click Fitzgerald and I click Dress Me in My Formal, and he will automatically, without any fuss or bother, change into his formal. And the same for the bride. Boom. Let's see them up close. Look at her. She looks gorgeous. Oh, Hazel, you look so awesome. Okay, so I'm going to try and get a picture, but it's going to be a little hard with this big timer here. But we'll get them started. Everybody goes to sit down, hopefully. Here we go. Yeah. Aline stands there like a doofus. I don't know why. And now, what's he thinking? He's thinking, let's get this show on the road, Reverend. So I'm going to take a picture now, if I can. It's a little hard because he's looking the wrong way. Hey, Fitz, look over here. Okay, so this is as good a picture as I'm going to get, so... So I'm going to take this picture real quickly and then I'll be right back with you. I thought I was going to pause and take this picture, but I'm not going to, because I just learned a new little trick and I want to show it to you. So I'm going to go to get my Gadwin print screen, the preferred method for taking pictures for me. And I was worried about this little thing here on the side, but it turns out that if you click F5 like I always do, F5 is what takes you over here to the options selection. F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. You see down here? It makes that disappear. Yay! So now I can take a picture without too much disruption. It's really important to get a good wedding picture because you put it on the Sims walls. This one's going to be a little bit awkward, I admit. I'm going to click F10 to get rid of the UI, and then I'm going to grab the picture real quick. One of the things I think I love the most about The Sims, and I love so many things about this game, is how you can take pictures and turn them into something that's displayed in your Sims homes. So you can go into your Sims home and look at the mysteries, maybe, the memories during the generations. I'm going to click enter, that grabs that photo for me, and then I'm going to bring the UI back and go back to F1, and I'm going to grab Aline and tell her to sit the hell down because she gets my nerves. Aline, sit down, you punk. Don't give me a trouble, I tell you, Aline. And even though I invited 8 Sims, the problem with groups is that it's like with any other thing with Maxis, not all the Sims show up. It may depend on if the Sim's at work or whatever. They just don't, sometimes they just don't show up. But because this is a community lot, other Sims, oh, see, like for example, oh, Tess, man, that's awesome. I love that dress. I did not pick this dress for her. Jesus, that's an awesome dress, Tess. You even have, oh my gosh, you even have a matching necklace. How awesome is that? That's awesome. Anyway, other Sims who are walking by may join the wedding. So let's get this started. It will skip a lot of the normal wedding stuff and just go straight to the rings. While the Reverend talks, she will pull a book up and she will take a look at it. Isn't that cool? We now do the rings. And we have another picture opportunity here. Really quickly. F5, F10, and let me get a close of this one. Close up of this one. And F9 to grab this one real quick. It's a little off center, but hey, who's counting? I won't tell if you won't tell. F10, F1, and we continue on with the simulation. She holds a book, she talks, they get married, they put on their rings, they look at each other softly and gorgeously. Yay! Oh, I like this one because she has a very pretty face on. I'm going to go page down. Oh, I can't. Oh, hey, look, a neat close-up. Let's do it. Awesome. I like that one. The Reverend's looking right at it. That's going to be a good one. That's a keeper right there. And F10, F1, back to the simulation. No, wait. Gotta actually click the screen. There we go. There we go. Oh, I don't know if I want to get a picture of that, really. That's just a little bit too much lip locking for me. And the fire dancer comes in, and we're married, and everybody stands up, and the party is now moved up to fun. We're married, and that's it. That's the wedding with priest mod. I love it. It's simple, gets the job done, and the Sims Fitzgerald is celebrating. That's awesome. Now let's kiss our bride. Let's give her a smooch, maybe. There we go. And the Reverend's like, I think I'll leave you guys to it. And now everyone else will head off and do party-oriented stuff. Talking to each other, chatting, and that kind of stuff. So now the fun part begins. Did he just wipe his mouth? You jerk. And we're going to take the, take this away now. And I'm going to take them and put them on free will now that the party has started. And I'm also going to take the cake out. So I have the Maxis wedding cake. I could also, if I had wanted to, I could have gone to the bakery over on Acanthop Isle and bought a custom cake if I'd wanted to, or I could do a cake like this. But I'm just going to do the Maxis cake because I like the, here we go, get that up there. Because I like the animations that come with it and the cutting of the cake and all that. So I'm going to have Hazel cut the cake. And, oh, one more thing. The chairs are all facing, oh, Aline, you can get up now. She'll just keep sitting there. You can get up now, pumpkin. You could go on about your business, sweetie. I'm gonna turn the chairs around. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that Sims will grab cake automatically and sit and talk to each other in a kind of group setting. It's a little odd when the Sims are all sitting in a row facing forward. And let's get a close-up here of this. Get the tree out of the way. So before I recorded this episode, I ran this scenario about 4 times to make sure I had every little thing right. And so that's how I'm so able to efficiently do this. And I wanted to show you as well the best way to run a wedding at a community, at least the way I run it. I can't say it's the best way, but the way I do it. And it kind of helps you keep from making some of the mistakes that happen when you don't have a party that doesn't go well, you know, some of those mistakes. So She will wait for her husband. Other Sims will come over and grab cake after she's done cutting. They'll all come over and watch, which is cool. Oh, that was good. She did a nice one. Normally they shove it right in their faces. And she will grab her cake and everybody will come over and get some cake and sit down. And the party has started. We're still at fun here, but that has risen it up a little bit. Hoping to get it to at least super. And I like it too because the bride and the groom tend to sit next to each other, which is really fun. And people chill out and enjoy themselves. And then after the cake, there's one more thing I want to show you before we end this episode. There's all kinds of fun things that happen here. I love this, the fire dancer. Here's a way to get out some aggression with the rock, with the axe thrower here that Cecil is using. Wow, you missed, dude. Like, seriously missed. And everybody will grab cake and enjoy themselves. Dahlia's looking at the human statue. That's totally cool. That human statue is really neat. And the last thing I like to do for weddings, particularly for fun little parky type weddings like this, is this. This is in the party section. This is by Honeywell. It's at Mod The Sims. It's the Jack B Limbo stick. It's modified from Castaway. And it allows Sims to do limbo. It fits perfectly in between where the arches were for the wedding. There are different colors. There's blue. Let's see here. Those are pole colors. There's blue, gold, or yellow, orange, red, and white. Because this is a wedding, let's do white. And then I'll show you how it works. It's pretty fun. The Sims will autonomously use it. And I like it because it doesn't make things too... We'll have Fitz go. The Sims don't sort of glom over it like they do with some objects. We're going to limbo high. You can also set the bar low. Alright, Fitz. Do it. Do it. Can you get it? Can you get it? Can you get it? He made it! Awesome! And then I have the bride follow him. Limbo high, pumpkin. Can you do it? And if you make it, the Sims will congratulate you. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! She didn't make it. She did not make it. She'll put the bar back up, and sometimes they'll laugh at you, as you can see. She's like, I could have made it. It's the dress. You tried doing it in the dress. And other Sims will come over and use the limbo pole. Stop laughing at the bride, you rude. And then I'm going to have Fitz come over. And it's just noon, but what the heck? Let's have a fire anyway. Oh, look, there's Deva. And a gorgeous... This is what Deva wore to her wedding. Let me show you really quickly. Hey, Deva, how you doing? Look at this smoking hot outfit. This is by Io Siren. And this is available on her Tumblr. So the best way to find this is do a where can I find at Goss, at Garden of Shadows. Or Mod The Sims, but Garden of Shadows will be quicker to know. Io Siren is an extremely talented clothing creator. And this is just up Deva's alley. I love this outfit. This came out last year, this outfit. And so I highly recommend you go and grab it. Io Siren is one of my favorite clothing creators because her stuff is very, very unique. Very unique. Oh, and by the way, Hazel's dress, let's get a close-up of it. This wonderful course of action is, I'm pretty sure it's at Mod The Sims. There's a set of them in I think 4 or 5 colors, and I want to say that's where I got it from. So yeah. Take a look at it there. Let me show you the back end here, the little bustle. And a little corset tie-up. I love this dress, particularly because my wedding dress, doesn't look at all like this, but my wedding dress was also a lace-up tie-up corset affair. Really great fun. Particularly fun because your husband has to untie you from it on the wedding night. It took him like 10 minutes to get where I just stood there patiently while he untied me from my wedding dress. Fond memories. Anyway, let's light the fire. I have Fitz over here coming over to light the fire, and everybody will join up and sit down. Yay! And for the rest of the party, people just enjoy themselves. Hazel, do you want to join at the fire? Sit around the campfire? Oh, you're already doing it. Okay, good. And since there's pizza ready and everything, oh, we have a new friendship formed. Awesome. So this party will go on until the evening time. We're so close to super. Uh-oh. No. Don't fall for it, honey. Lucy, don't fall for it. No. Lucy, no. Oh, no. Oh, don't grab her stuff. Oh, yep, he's pickpocketing her. See that right there? How he just took her money? Oh, Lucy. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sweetie. The charlatan is here. He's a NPC from Bon Voyage. I quite like him. But yeah, he does pickpocket sims. Eventually, I'm going to have a sim who actually plays the charlatan, like a playable sim who goes... I'm going to make this charlatan using sim surgery, using sim PE. I'm going to make a playable sim look like the sim charlatan, the unsavory charlatan. And that'll be part of his story, is that he's a thief. So everybody sits down and enjoys themselves. You beat it, you sucker. You're ruining the party. This guy reminds me of a story I once heard in a wedding where a guy came to a wedding dressed in a beautiful tux and mingled with all the guests and stole a bunch of money off, like went through all the cards when people weren't looking and just took cards that felt thick and had money in them and stuff like that. And then later on, the bride and the groom was like, "Did you know that guy?" And the guy in the groom was like, "No, did you? I thought he was your cousin." "No, I didn't know him." No one knew who he was. And it turns out that that's a racket in some of the bigger weddings. You have to be really careful. You have to have security at weddings so that some stranger doesn't come at such a big wedding. You can't tell who's who, you know? Could be a guest, a friend of a guest or somebody, and you just don't know. And he robs you blind and takes all your money or grabs some of the smaller presents, stuff like that. Anyway, it's quite a racket. Luckily, we did not have to have security at our wedding. But... you know what I could do here is we do have a sheriff. Let me select him. I'm going to control this sim. I'm going to make him do his sheriff goodness here. Sheriff, I want you to go over and I want you to... Oh, you can't. You can't tell the... Oh. Well, I'll have him watch him at least, but you can't tell the unsavory charlatan to go away. Oh, that's too bad. I didn't know that. Oh, well. Of course I could just delete him, but I'm not going to. If the sheriff gets pickpocketed, that's going to be amusing. Okay, I think I'm going to end this episode here with Lucy. Oh, Lucy just figured out that she got pickpocketed. She was just checking her pockets. Oh, hey, Deva. Deva just introduced herself. Lovely wedding. And he's like, "She is not my type. Not even remotely. Don't worry, honey. You got no competition." Deva, you're so awesome. So at this point, I just like to enjoy the party. The guests just have fun. They go watch the human statue, and then as we get towards the evening, people have pizza. maybe I might put something else out. But people just come and join the party, and that is how I run. That random bus coming by the way, is part of this fire hydrant, which causes cars to come by the lot, basically. Makes the lot look a little bit more busy, so randomly cars will show up there. Anyway, and the party continues on. We are, I can say that we've come pretty close to super here, and I will let you know. I'll try and remember to let you know in the description, or let me know, ask me in the comments whether we got to rocking. But I'm going to end this episode here. Pausing that. Let me know what you think of community lot weddings in the comments below. And also, if you liked what you saw, join the party and let's try this again. If you liked what you saw, hit the thumbs up button below. And if you loved what you saw, join the party and subscribe. I've only been doing that outro for 2 years and I still can't get it straight. Oh well. I really liked this wedding, and we're gonna have a beautiful wedding night back at the house, and then we'll go back and we'll decorate Fitz's house in as his new bride would like. We definitely need to get that house a new makeover. And also, you'll remember in previous episodes we had the city hall over here, the council hall, so we can see that in the background. Yet another reason to pay attention to decorating your hoods. Really makes a fantastic story. As always, as I've said before, and as I'll say many times again, thank you so much for watching a September full of Sims. I'll see you later. Get every new Jessa Channel video right in your email inbox. Subscribe, then from your YouTube homepage, click Manage Subscriptions, then check Email with new uploads. And thanks for watching.